Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Sunset Tarot. Now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the end of the day. We have here the Five of Cups. When we look at the Five of Cups, there are several cups or bowls that are scattered everywhere. And it's as if the person is slowly pouring one of the waters or the contents of one of the bowls into a maelstrom. You know, the maelstrom, it's like a whirlpool that slowly absorbs everything. It makes me think of a black hole wherein everything is sucked within that black hole into oblivion. Somehow what I feel right now is that you are at the stage in your life right now when you are starting to realize that you need to bury some memories that are no longer helpful to you. Burying the memory is not, developing another shadow part of yourself. You know how it is when they say the shadow aspect of our person are those things that we bury into our subconscious mind, either because we are ashamed of it or because the people that we look up to or the society does not condone such thoughts or such actions or such experiences. These are those unpleasant experiences that we push into our subconscious mind. Now, it can be that this symbolizes those that you have, this card can symbolize that those that you have pushed into your shadow part or shadow aspect of your person are now surfacing and are trying to ask you to accept them as part of you. So for some of you, this can symbolize shadow work. So right now, you are being invited to consider if there are certain memories that keeps coming back to you at this time. If they constantly return to you, whether in the conscious realm or in your dreams, then maybe you need to dialogue with your inner self, especially your shadow, especially this part of your memory that keeps coming back, and humbly tell them, yes, you are part of me. And yes, you define who I am right now. I accept you as part of me, and I would like to take with me the lessons that I can learn from you. And together with these lessons, we resolve to begin again. That's one thing that you can do. Now, this card can also symbolize those parts of your past that are no longer helping you, and it's time to let them go. You know, when something goes into the whirlpool absorbs it and you won't see it anymore until the whirlpool disappears. And sometimes when the whirlpool disappears, those things that it took within it resurfaces, but they are already in a different form, because some modifications have happened in the process of grinding of the whirlpool. It takes another form. So it's the same also with our life experiences. At this time, maybe the life experience is painful, especially if it was not, if it was a pain, maybe the life experience can be painful and maybe difficult to accept, but it's part of us. If we entrust it to the divine, which can be symbolized by the whirlpool, and just let go of that aspect, at least for now in your life, so that you can undergo healing. When you let go of these things, so that you create more space for healing, Sooner or later, if you entrust these painful pasts to the hands of the divine, it will be transformed into something different later on. Sometimes even the most painful experience will give us some of the most wonderful lessons in life. So I feel that this card right now invites us to just let go of those past hurts or those past things that are troubling you right now and allow the divine to work on it, to transform it into something that will benefit us in the future. And in the meantime, as we let it go, we create new space for new experiences. Just as this person in the Five of Cups takes into her hand a new bowl while she lets go of the four other bowls. When she lets go of the four other bowls, there are two hands that are ready to receive a new bowl or several new bowls. And when you look at it, she's doing it in the midst of nature, under the starlight, in the mystery of the night. So when you look at it, there's something about being close to nature and in the mystery of the night that might help you in this process of letting go and in this process of creating space for newer things in your life. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Again, we have here the Eight of Cups. Oh no, the other one before was the Ten of Swords. But when you look at the picture of the Eight of Cups, it's very similar to the Ten of Swords that we encountered in the earlier video today. When you look at it, the picture of the Eight of Cups is leaving behind something. Just like in the Ten of Swords, the person is looking into the sunrise. And it's in the midst of nature also. This person is leaving behind a cup and is walking towards the sunrise. So, unlike in the Ten of Swords, the person was just looking into the sunrise, maybe because the person is still hurting because of the experience, so it's difficult for that person to immediately initiate the journey. When we look at the picture of the Eight of Cups, the person is already walking towards the sunrise. What catches my attention is the footprints that leads away from the cup. When you look at the cup, it seems like what is inside the cup is burning. It's like burning. It's like, letting go. It's like throwing the contents into the whirlpool or the maelstrom or the black hole. Here, it's burning what is inside. So in a certain sense, it's really closing the chapter of a past experience and moving on to something new. So here, there is a dynamic walking away from a past experience and going towards something that is bright and promising. It's like walking towards the sunrise. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe. The color green seems to be very significant for you at this time. Well, what follows is the Strength card. And when you look at the Strength card, for me the message is, don't be afraid, have courage, be strong. This too will pass. This is what is coming to me right now. At the same time, I see the lamp, and the lamp for me symbolizes gentleness. Gentleness towards you, and maybe also gentleness towards those who are experiencing similar pain that you are experiencing at this time. It can be those people who were also involved in that situation. Oftentimes, it's not only us who got hurt in the situation, but others also who were involved in it. So, there's a certain need for us to be gentle and forgiving to the situation and maybe to the people. And at the same time, And I think the most important thing is to be forgiving to ourselves. But the other half of the picture, the other half of that gentleness is the courage of the lion. To not be afraid to say no, to not be afraid to assert yourself, to assert your right, to assert your need also to heal, and also your need for space for that healing. In a certain sense, you need to have that assertiveness of the lion, that courage of the lion, so that you'll make it through this temporary moment of transition from something that has been painful to something that is promising. So, in this moment of transition, you need to have the courage of the lion and at the same time also the gentleness and generosity of the lamb. The tattoo of the eternity in the arm of the lady symbolizes the awareness also of the presence of God in our life, or the presence of the divine in our life. So this is what I can see from our tarot readings. Let us now go to insights at twilight. For our insights at twilight, the oracle card is the cosmic reading cards by Nari, Anastarsia. And our card for today, or oracle card for today, is patience. Okay, this process of healing, this process of being reconciled with your shadow self, this process of leaving behind the past in order to begin something new, will not only take courage and gentleness, but it will require patience. This too will pass, but it will take some time. So be patient with yourself, be patient with the people involved, be patient with the healing process. The healing process takes time, especially if it's a grieving process. It takes time, but the healing will come. We just need to patiently wait. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to benefit from our reading. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.